Hey peeps, welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about Zul'Aman Zul'Gurub, the 2 new dungeons that are coming out soon, and all the items that the dungeon will bring. First up, this is the old pre-raid biz list. As you can see, that's a bunch of 346 items, which is, obviously really good, but the new dungeon will bring 353 items. So before we go into the new dungeons items, we want to talk about how do we even get into the heroic item level bracket. Well, you need to do normal dungeons, you technically need to do rep grinding and along the lines all the other stuff that gives you item level. There will be a bunch of items on the auction house about item level 336 or 320 or whatever along the lines that you can buy for actually really cheap because, it has been going on for a little while. But there's also the purple items that are 359 that you can buy off the auction house. As an example, you will have the Twilight Scale chest guard that you can buy, the Storm Leather sash, the Earthmender boots, you have Dark Mukad Volcano, then you have other items like Dorian's Lost Necklace, you have the Ruminous Drape, the Signet of High Arcanus. There's a bunch of these, so you get as many as possible if you can afford it. And if you cannot afford it and you don't have a lot of gold, I recommend at least getting the waist, the boots, and the Dark Mukad Volcano. Then you also need a weapon. You can do archaeology farming, which takes quite a while, or you can just buy yourself Chelly's Staff of Dark Mending, which is also quite cheap on the auction house and will last you until you have the heroic weapons in the raid. So this is going to bring you to the item level to do heroics. Let's get into the items from Zul'Aman Zul'Gurub. So first up, you obviously have the shoulders and the cape. These two items are 353. If you already bought the other cape for 359 off the auction house, I obviously would not recommend getting this, but if you didn't buy it because it's too expensive, this is also a very good item. It gives you a lot of hit and also mastery, which can be reforged into haste. Then the chest item piece that you can also buy, called Twilight Scale chest guard, is basically immediately going to get replaced by the Raging Elements tier chest. So I wouldn't really recommend buying it. If you have the gold and it's really cheap, you can, because it's going to give you the item level boost for heroic, but you're going to be replacing that really quickly. Then you have the wrist. These wrists are actually really decent. Obviously the crit isn't really something that we want, so it's going to be getting reforged. That being said, there isn't really any other wrists that are over 346 in the raid, besides the biz item level 372 from Chimeron. So there will be a lot of elemental shamans, if they don't have the wrist, doing these dungeons to get these instead for an upgrade. Then you want to get the Relic of Iona, which is from Valor as well. Also, if you guys don't know, Valor comes from heroic dungeons whenever you finish them. You get a certain amount of Valor, and with this you can buy items that are decently powerful, item level 359. What I recommend doing is getting yourself the chest, the pants and hands first, the 3 set. After the 3 set, you want to get yourself the Relic of Iona, and once you have that, you can get yourself Haunt of Flies and Twined Band of Flowers. Either of these items are fine. Both of these together only are about a 40 DPS increase, since the item level increase isn't that high, but it is an increase overall, so it's still worth getting. That's it for the video though. I hope this helped you out a little bit, and I shall see you in the next video.